9 or 2,000? If you answered 1995, see, you should be in the Jet Academy. Shaq is mad at me, so don't tell him I said it.
We'll get back to the Chris Webber Invitational in a moment, but first we head.
And getting mentally prepared to compete. You see the focus. You feel the energy. These guys are ready to go. A soaring CN Tower is seen from the waters of Lake Ontario. Along with the rest of beautiful downtown Toronto, our setting today. 2K Sports presents the NBA. Monday Night Basketball is coming right up. Our game tonight featuring the Toronto Raptors as they go up against the Orlando Magic. Our broadcast team tonight, on one side, Greg Anthony. On the other side, Steve Smith. And on the sideline, David Aldridge. I'm Kevin Harlan. And here's what the schedule for Orlando looks like. On Wednesday, the New York Knicks coming to town, tipping off a homestand for them. Then on Friday, the Milwaukee Bucks will come into town.
And the matchup against the Nuggets, it's the second game of a back-to-back, and you know they're going to be feeling the effects of it. Playing that much basketball in that short amount of time really takes a toll.
And with pregame routines coming to an end, we're just about ready for our tip-off. First, though, let's get a report from the sideline and say hello to David Aldridge.
For a long time, the Raptors playing in Canada was seen by some as a detriment to their competitive prospects. Players dealt with issues like passports, different money, going through customs, and on and on. But now the Raptors use it as a strength, not as a weakness. They have a whole nation behind them. And they have Toronto, a diverse city with global engagement. Kevin?
And the game is going global. You're right. Thank you, D.A. Hey, Smitty, when a team underperforms early in the season, fans tend to go crazy. I mean, they just can't figure out why this is happening. But what are the players saying to each other on the bench when they're traveling in the locker room?
You know, I think when you're having great communication, Kevin, when guys amongst each other, you're trying to get through it, you're working through it. Whether you get through it or not is fine. I think there's a sign that things are going wrong. Kevin, you hear about these player-only meetings. When you start having 2 or 3 of those, that's when the ship is starting to go south.
A look at the Magic starting group. We've got Hayes, also Howard out there, and it's Tomjanovich in at the small forward position. And for Toronto, Monroe is out there with Dwayne Wade. Then it's Anthony Davis, and it's Dantley in at the small forward. Sloan finds Howard. Over Mikan. Howard can't hit. Wade feeling it out a bit. Pass to Davis. Out to Wade. Shot clock at 3. Over Thomas. It's rebounded by Hayes. Here's Tomjanovich. Poked loose. Fast break. Here come the Raptors. And it's Monroe finishing it off.
Unselfish play by Davis. He understands that his scoring can only take this team so far. He needs help from the guys around him.
Now here's Thomas. He had 27 points last game, and he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up.
And you don't ever want to get into the habit of letting the offense get to the rim.
The Magic shooting their first free throws of the night.
Yeah, a year ago, though, Kevin, 78% conversion rate from the free throw line. So that's a nice all-around effort.
That free throw missing.
And during last season's playoffs, we heard the Bucks complaining about Drake's theatrics on the sidelines. Smitty, do you see any problem with that?
You know, GA, first of all, we know Drake is very animated. He's a part of this organization. We got to know he's a Toronto native and he loves this team. Yes, it's a problem when it starts to affect the game. But if not, I think all teams, especially the Bucks last year in the playoffs, you just got to focus and play.
And the former first overall pick in the 04 draft, Howard has had a stellar career, a dominant force who continues to frustrate the opposition.
Now, here is Monroe. He had a 12-point outing in their last game against the Bulls in Chicago.
He is so good attacking the rim. It's rare to see him denied like that.
Controls the rebound and puts it back up and in.
Yeah, and when Howard is allowed to get near the bucket, he capitalizes easily on the offensive glass. He sees the game so well.
Here's Wade. In the game against Chicago, very impressive. Dantley the pass to Monroe. Wade outside. Goes to the reverse layup and drops it in.
You know, he's never been one to settle. D-Wade will go right at you.
The Magic have gone 1 of 3 from the field to start this one so far. Thomas surveying the D. Shoots over Monroe. Thomas, no good. Last game for the Raptors, they picked up the W against the Bulls. Pass to Monroe. And a little over 2.5 minutes gone here in the first. 5 on the clock. The Raptors need to get a shot off. Here's Dantley. And they turn over the 24-second buzzer, signaling the shot clock violation.
And now let's take a look at Dwayne Wade. How he did last season. Put up about 15 points per, 4 assists and 4 rebounds. And to have a knockdown shooter like that coming off the bench, a great asset for any coach.
For sure, things can get stagnant without that spark plug. He always seems to supply points for them in bunches.
And it's Davis finishing it off.
Boy, Wade in his prime made a play like that just about every night.
The Magic trail by 3. And here is Thomas. To the middle, here's Tomjanovich. Sloan in the corner, over Wade. They get it again. Here's Hayes. The shot, no good. And it's the Raptors taking it the other way. And this game, the first chance they've had to see Orlando.
Yeah, some history here, though. Of course, they won that first-round series in last year's playoffs and ended up sending them packing.
Now, here is Monroe. And it's sent back by Howard.
And Howard takes his shot blocking very seriously, skying up and sending him back with his impressive vertical.
Here's Sloan. He's been quiet so far. Still no points in the game. Here's Thomas. And denied. He sends it right off the glass. They recover it. To end the cold streak. Sloan's shot is off. Raptors leading by 3. Wade dishes to Monroe. Good ball movement here by the Raptors. And a bit of a battle here for the ball. The official signals a jump ball here. And the Raptors with the ball. Clock at 6. And the officials call goaltending, so they'll award the basket.
I mean, if the defender is going to play off like that, then you know what's going to happen. There are going to be points put on the board.
And here's Thomas, who brings it up for Orlando. Trailing by 5. And it'll be Orlando with their first time out of the game right here. They are coming off that win against Atlanta.
Yeah, it was all hands on deck. Helps to get points off the bench when you're on the road.
It was a total team effort in terms of passing the baton to the guy that's hot.
And now it's a look at the 2K leaderboard with the list of the NBA's best fast break teams from a season ago. In fourth, the Raptors.
Yeah, I mean, it's a crowd-pleasing style, right? I mean, this club just got out and ran at every possible chance.
Oh, and there's the alley-oop, and Hayes throws it down.
We're finding the weakness in the defense. That's the court savvy of Thomas at work.
To the inside, Davis, and Davis throws it down.
And once he gets clear off the screen, there is no stopping him.
No, not when there's a flush waiting to happen.
That's a big-time move and a big-time finish.
Here's Sloan. He picked up 15 points in their last win against Atlanta. Off the mark there with the three-point shot. Raptors leading by 5. Now Monroe. There's the pass to Mikan. And he makes that one.
And the Raptors took some heat for parting ways with reigning Coach of the Year, Dwayne Casey. But his successor, Nick Nurse, guided this franchise to an NBA title.
Tremendous self-belief and determination. The only NBA head coach who was also a head coach in college, the G League, and overseas. He's been preparing for this for a long time.
Wade gets the bucket. Wade's got his second bucket.
Every time they get scored on during this run, it's come from inside the paint.
Here's Sloan. Still looking for his first bucket in this one. Got a piece of it. Here's Dantley. A chance to extend the lead to double digits, but it's no good. Here's Tomjanovich. Passes it to Howard. The feed to Thomas. He kicks it to Sloan. And so it looks like the Magic will retain possession here.
You love the pressure he's putting on them. Almost had that steal.
Fantastic anticipation. He has active hands. Even though he doesn't come away with the turnover, he's disrupting their offensive flow.
The Raptors making a switch here. Freeze checked in. Hudson's checked in for Orlando. The Magic again can't hit.
Great focus on the defensive end there to contest that shot.
And this is where you would prefer to work the ball to someone else for just a better look. You won't find a much better alley-oop partner. AD flying to the rim.
Here's Hudson following the basket by Anthony Davis. Pass to Howard. Shot to stop the run. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. Steve, when it comes to creating contact, which offensive moves can create the impression of a foul where the defensive player can do nothing about it?
I think ripping through the defender's arms is really tough for the defensive guy right now, Kevin. That's a hard move to defend if you're the defender.
Smitty, I think guys actually practice this, don't they? Ways they can kind of lure a defensive player in like that.
They do. They're strong enough now, and also they are, like you said, practicing that type of move.
And both free throws good for Howard. Toronto leading by 9. Wade outside. Pass to Jackson. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. That's on Dwight Howard. The Raptors shooting their initial free throws of the game right here.
Shooting 2.
That's good from Jackson. I saw this the other day, Steve. The NBA now helping to create the Basketball Africa League. 12 teams from across that terrific continent. I think it's pretty exciting.
It is. This is an incredible story. Great for the sport and great for the people of Africa.
Jackson hits both of them. The Magic trail by 11. Here's Floyd. He had 10 points in the win against Atlanta.
Yeah, and I look at his total effect on the scoring, both as a passer and a shooter. Incredibly productive.
And it's Wade with the jam.
Yeah, we're seeing some fireworks from them already.
They established the pace. They made shots. This is why they're way out in front.
Time called here. The Magic decide to talk it over.
And the lack of rim protection, top of the list.